Chapter 23 of The Adventures of Reddy Fox. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit librivox.org. Recording by Kangaroo 692. The Adventures of Reddy Fox by Thornton Burgess. Chapter 22. Granny Fox has a terrible scare. Old Granny Fox felt her heart sink way down to her toes, for she felt sure that old Mr. Buzzard had seen Farmer Brown's boy and his gun over near the house where Reddy Fox was nursing his wounds, or he wouldn't have advised her to hurry home. She was already very tired and hot from the long run to lead Bowser the Hound away from the Green Meadows. She had thought to walk home along shady paths and cool off, but now she must run faster than ever, for she must know if Farmer Brown's boy had found her house. "It's lucky I told Reddy Fox to go inside and not come out till I returned. It's very lucky I did that," thought Granny Fox as she ran. Presently she heard voices singing. They seemed to be in the tree tops over her head. "Happily we dance and play all the livelong sunny day. Happily we run and dance, and win or lose with smiling face." Granny Fox knew those voices, and she looked up. Just as she expected, she saw the Merry Little Breezes of Old Mother West Wind playing among the leaves. Just then one of them looked down and saw her. "There's old Granny Fox! Just see how hot and tired she looks. Let's go down and cool her off," shouted the Merry Little Breeze. In a flash they were all down out of the tree tops and dancing around old Granny Fox, cooling her off. Of course Granny Fox kept right on running. She was too worried not to, but the Merry Little Breezes kept right beside her, and it was not nearly as hard running now as it had been. "Have you seen Farmer Brown's boy?" panted Granny Fox. "Oh, yes. We saw him just a little while ago over near your house, Granny Fox. We pulled his hat off just to hear him scold," shouted the Merry Little Breezes, and then they tickled and laughed as if they were having a good time with Farmer Brown's boy. But old Granny Fox didn't laugh. Oh my, no, indeed. Her heart went lower still, and she did her best to run faster. Pretty soon she came out on top of the hill where she could look, and then it seemed as if her heart came right up in her mouth and stopped beating. Her eyes popped almost out of her head. There was Farmer Brown's boy standing right in front of the door of her home, and while she was watching, what should Reddy Fox do but stick his head out of the door. Old Granny Fox saw the gun of Farmer Brown's boy pointed right at Reddy, and she clapped both hands over her eyes to shut out the dreadful sight. Then she waited for the bang of the gun. It didn't come. Then Granny peeped through her fingers. Farmer Brown's boy was still there, but Reddy Fox had disappeared inside the house. Granny sighed in relief. It had been a terrible scare, the worst she could remember. End of chapter 23. Recording by Kangaroo 692.